That's a nice sized mutton.
To the beach.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, I tell you. It's gorgeous.
Oh, the water feels amazing.
Finally, nice and ready. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new, I'm Stephanie. This is my husband, Clay. And we are here in the Lower Keys today. We're from the Upper Keys, so we're familiar more so with the waterways there, but this is kind of new territory for us. I mean, we're usually just passing through all the way to Key West, so today's kind of a little new and different.
Yeah, it's about exploring new ground. I mean, me as a fisherman, it's a great opportunity for me to just kind of branch out, you know, explore new areas. We're gonna spend the first part of the day on the oceanside spearfishing, and then we're gonna spend the later half of the day back in the backcountry. But, you know, we're just trying to get familiarized with the waterways. You know, Stephanie is a real estate agent. She always gets questions from different people that are looking to buy properties down here. And sometimes we're just like, you know, to be honest, we don't really know too much about the Lower Keys. So that's really what today is about, just exploring new territories, new ground, and hopefully we can shoot a fish.
Yeah.
Make a nice little ceviche later on, but we got big hopes, big plans for today. Hopefully everything comes together. So where we're from in the Upper Keys, you actually have to be 3 miles offshore in order to spearfish, so it makes things a little more difficult for us. Reason why is because once you get about 3 miles offshore in the Upper Keys, it gets deep really, really fast. So I'm kind of limited in that sense because I'm not really too experienced at spearfishing, so I can only dive to about 30, 50 feet maximum. What's awesome about here in the Lower Keys is once you get past Long Key Bridge, you can spearfish within up to like 100 feet offshore. So I don't have to dive as deep today, which is gonna be very beneficial for me. So that's why I was really, really intrigued about diving the Lower Keys, something I've never really done before. So we're gonna see how today goes. See if it was worth driving an hour and 30 minutes down here, but I think it's just gonna be cool exploring some new territory down here.
I'm feeling good. Da-da, da-da,
All right, so kind of scratch what I just said. We actually ended up coming about 7 miles offshore here. Reason why is because the wind's been blowing the past couple days, and near shore the water was real murky. So we came a little further offshore to hopefully get some current, which cleans up the water a little bit. And if you can see here, there's kind of two contour lines on our GPS. And basically what's happening is there's a little bit of a drop off that we're gonna be drifting along. And basically the reason why I wanna be on that drop off is a lot of the times there's little rock piles, ledges on that drop off. So I'm gonna hop in, we're just gonna start drifting along. I'm gonna do a couple dives down to the bottom and see if this first spot produces, but we'll see what happens.
What'd you catch?
Perfect fish for ceviche.
Ooh, look at that.
He's a decent sized one too.
Yeah,
He's
that's
not
a
bad.
good sized lionfish right there.
Yeah. There's a bigger one down there. It's the weirdest thing. I shot him. I almost like knocked him out. He didn't end up attaching to the spear, and I have no idea why, but not necessarily anything like prized for a spear fisherman. One of the easiest fish to spear, I would say. But best part is it's invasive. They taste great. We always like making ceviche out of these guys, and we came prepared with that today.
Good job, Clay, providing for the clan.
That's right. Someone's got to do it, right?
I could use another one if you want to catch a second one. The most important thing if you're going to dive is safety. So you want to make sure you have somebody on the boat waving like this. Clay's in the water, gonna catch me food, so I can eat some ceviche too. Hey! I'm feeling a lot more relaxed diving here in the lower keys, only because I'm not noticing that much boat traffic, which in the upper keys, it's pretty slammed this time of year. So, I mean, it's kind of nice to dive here. And also, from what I'm hearing from Clay, it seems like there's a lot more life down here too. You know, it's a pretty good correlation with boat traffic, not as much fish, and being down here and there's not as much boat traffic, but there's a lot more fish. So, you know, remember guys, only take what you need. You don't need to take it all. Save some for future generations and other boaters.
I'm talking about. Whew.
Oh, that's a nice like mutt.
Yeah, baby. Woo.
Take a measure on him. I want to see how big he is.
He's probably about 20, I'd say.
Yeah, he looks like it. I want to see.
So, the biggest thing about spearfishing, I could say, is a fish underwater looks about, I would say, 40% bigger. 35-40% bigger is what I read. So, in order for me to shoot something down there, the fish just has to look massive. You should never shoot anything underwater unless it just looks absolutely massive. And that's how he looked underwater. And it's crazy how you bring them up, how much smaller they get. So if you're a beginner, I absolutely never ever suggest shooting anything underwater unless it just looks really, really big. And man, it's crazy how much bigger this fish looked underwater. But I want to say he's probably right around 20 inches. We'll give him a measure. Man,
Yeah,
right
right
on the
on
money.
money.
Are you kidding me? 20 inches, maybe
Yeah.
even stretching out towards 21. But that's perfect, man. Mutton snapper is probably the hardest fish, not the hardest fish, the hardest snapper, excuse me, to shoot. We got him, baby. Just like that.
Good job.
Yeah, I mean, I'm chilling. Any fish after this one today is just a bonus. One fish, I'm happy, man. That's so cool.
We got our ceviche. Lionfish are one of my favorite fish to take out of the ocean and put in my belly. I will tell you why, because there's nothing that feels better than pulling something out of the environment that's invasive, but also tastes good. Like, it's not going to waste. And I know it's not their fault for being invasive, but hey, we gotta save our reefs here. They're eating all the reef fish. And each of those reef fish have a niche.
Another one, baby. Take it.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, we got some comida right there.
You wanna go make some ceviche?
Yeah, are you kidding? I've been dying to get started on it because it takes an hour to 2 hours of sitting. And while it's waiting and cooking in the lime, I want to be sitting on a beach, all right? And we're in the perfect spot to go to the perfect beach.
Tell them one more time.
We are in the perfect spot to go to the perfect beach because we are in the Lower Keys and they have the best sandbars.
So this morning it was a little cloudy, a little overcast, had some storms on the horizon. But man, it is just cleared up to be an absolutely beautiful day. But one thing I just want to clear up, I've been getting a lot of people asking me. They say, hey, Clay, you know, whenever you're out there shooting, can you let us know which shirt you're wearing so that when we go onto the website, we can figure out exactly what it is that you have on your back. And basically, this is our Florida Bay shirt right here, one of our favorites, one of our best sellers too. And I know a lot of people have been asking about our shorts, and trust me, we've been asking about our shorts too. It's been a while. We had some really bad back orders going on, and I'm hoping by the time that this video is posted, we will have our shorts. But I want to say, just to be safe, probably I'd say 2-3 weeks at the very most, we're gonna have the shorts live on the site. But one thing I can say about our clothing, guys, is it's moisture wicking, stain resistant. We got mesh in all the areas that are prone to sweat, and as you can see, it makes a nice rash guard whenever you're down there swimming. But what do you say we do a giveaway?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, what do you say? So, 3 things. You gotta be subscribed to Life by the Bow. You have to like this video.
Yeah.
And also, you have to comment. Basically, we don't just want a normal little comment. We want to hear what you guys enjoy most about Life by the Bow. And I think what we're gonna do, we'll pick it at random and we'll reach out to you, basically let you know that you're a winner. So go ahead, drop us something below, do those 3 things, and we'll pick out some merch to give away to you guys. So originally we were on the Atlantic side, and now what we did is we cut through Big Pine Key, and now we're on the Gulf side, and it's beautiful back here, man. I mean, as you can see, there's just this big old stretch of white sand, a couple people chilling on a sandbar back over there, but that's what I love about the Lower Keys, is there's just stretches of sandbars just for miles. You have to be very careful navigating back here, but what we're gonna try to do is find our own little personal private beach here. We have a couple down towards Key West, but we're trying to find some new ground today. And I gotta tell you, it is hot, man. The water's beautiful. I just can't wait to get back in. Seems good, right?
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, I tell you, it's gorgeous.
We made it. Time to fillet some fish. Whew. Oh, the water feels amazing. I'll tell you what, that seems like a perfect little shady spot. Clean up some lionfish. We'll save the mutton for later. So check this out. This is called a rugged road cooler, and the top will actually separate. So what I can do is I can sit on the ground and I can use the top as a cleaning table. This is way more comfortable for me, but I'm gonna try to fillet this guy as best as possible without spining myself. Because even when he's dead, he can still prick me. Check out how white that is. It's the best part about a lionfish right there. One of the best tasting fish in the ocean. You don't get a lot off of them, so that's why they're just perfect for ceviche. But this is our 9-inch fillet knife. I wish I would have brought my 7, because the 7 would have been perfect for a fish this small. But the 9-inch is getting the job done just the same. And that's it. Gonna take off the skin, chop up that meat into little cubes, then he'll be ready for Stephanie.
I'd like to welcome you to my kitchen. Stephanie's Bow.
Mrs. Bow,
Mrs. Bow.
as your brother would say.
Yeah. Cutting up all my vegetables. Making some ceviche. So all I'm gonna add is some onions, green peppers, tomato, cilantro, and lime. And then obviously our fish, and then I brought some seasonings. I'll probably add some garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. And it's pretty simple. I mean, you can add fruit to any ceviche. I like to do that once in a while, but kept it pretty simple today. So it's always nice to come out here and enjoy a nice ceviche with some Tostito chips. It's delicious. So I don't really say this often, but I'm a realtor here in the Florida Keys. So if this is something that you can imagine your family doing on the weekends or for the summertime or full time.
Or if you just want to retire.
Yeah, or if you want to retire here, or if you're, looking for an investment property, I can help you out with that. And there's nothing that makes me happier than showing you guys this lifestyle and then also bringing you along to start your own,
I grew up doing this as a kid, and I just remembered as soon as I got off the boat, or as soon as I left the Keys, I just could not wait to get back on a boat in the Keys. The boat hits harder down in the Keys, I do have to say that. And for those of you that have been down here before and you've done this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so here we go with our lionfish. And basically the goal is to just sink this meat right down inside of the lime juice. And the lime juice is actually going to cook this fish just because lime is very acidic.
Oh, this one's a good one. It's just juicy. All right, guys. This is all ready. All I gotta do is just let it sit about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then eat it.
It's just really cool being here because in the Upper Keys, you know, for the most part, you're not allowed to land on the islands because it's in the Everglades National Park. So if you just wanted to like wade and kind of just hang out on one of the islands over there, you can't. And the biggest reason why is just because the sand doesn't get hard and compact in the upper keys the way that it does in the lower keys. But that's a really big thing to consider. You know, we've done videos on like the Islamorada Sandbar and, you know, other places around the upper keys. And the reason why those places get so packed is because those are the very few places in the upper keys where you actually have sandbars, whereas down here, you have sandbars that you can choose from anywhere and everywhere. You know, there's pros and cons to the upper keys, lower keys, but I love just how secluded you can get in the lower keys, and you just have so many different areas like this to choose from.
And here it is. It is finally nice and ready. You can even see it in the meat. It's actually really white right now.
I'll be the one that determines how good it actually is.
Yeah, right?
It looks good.
That's really good. You did a good job.
I can taste the venom in the lionfish.
You're so funny.
I'm kidding.
No, it's actually
It's
really
delicious. One of my favorite recipes that Stephanie does. Guys, once again, appreciate you guys here hanging out with us one more time here on Life by the Bow. Spearfishing was absolutely fantastic. It's always nice when the plan comes together quick. Of course, you can relax on a beach right after.
Eating some ceviche, fresh ceviche. And, you know, this is the perfect way to end the day.
With some leftovers on your face.
Absolutely. Gotta save them for later.
But guys, we'll see you next week. Thanks so much.
Bye, guys.